Good evening, Marketing Director, and good evening, fellow audience. My name is Jimmy Letona-Lopez, and I am the Public Relations Manager of Bubba's Auto Repair Shop. And today I'll be presenting my proposition on why business ethics is imperative in our business and how we can target specific stores within our business. This presentation is a plan of how we can improve our customer relations so that our business can grow and we can build the trust between business and customer. To start things off, the book definition of business ethics is the study of appropriate business policies and practices regarding potentially controversial subjects. So, in simple terms, it is how a business treats the customer. Business ethics puts in policies so that the customer is protected against any type of discrimination or treating different customers differently based on what they look like or how they may seem. Business ethics is important in selling because it builds up trust within the customer and it builds up the business's reputation. So you can say that it is mutually beneficial. So if a customer trusts the business, then they're more likely to buy the products and services that they have. And if the customer buys the service or product, then obviously the business benefits because they gain a new customer, and it's a potential way of expanding towards even more customers in the market. It is imperative to have business ethics in selling because we want the customer to know that our business is trustworthy and that we will not take advantage of them. This could go hand in hand with business ethics in promotion and business ethics in product service management. What do I mean by this? By this, I mean that business ethics and promotion, in a way, it gives the customer a sense of trust. It gives them that first glimpse of how much they can trust a business. Then business ethics in selling gives them the trust that our products or service that we're selling towards them is of best quality and that it will benefit them in whatever way they need. Now, business ethics in product service management maintains that trust. So once the customer gets the glimpse of trust through business ethics and promotion, then they have that trust to actually buy the product or service. And then in order to maintain that trust, the business ethics and product service management comes in. Therefore, let's say the product somehow breaks down or the service wasn't the way they expected it, the policies are in place so that they know that no matter what happens, they are in good hands with our business. Once again, this correlates with the business ethics in pricing. So the role of a business is to always offer the best prices. Now, in this day and age, money runs the world. However, it is best to have honest pricing that customers can trust so that we can keep customers in the long run instead of having customers that buy our product just once and then they don't like it and then they never come back. So it's better to build a market that pardon me. So it's important to have that niche market that knows we are trustworthy and that we know will stay loyal to us because we're offering the best that we can. Thus, we need business ethics in order to have that trustworthiness between client and business. So as you can see, business ethics runs through many aspects of a business, and that is why it's imperative. So my proposition as to how we can implement business ethics in our business, Bubba's Auto Repair Shop, is to rework all our policies. So far, we've received some complaints about how some customers are getting different prices of being because of the way they look. So in order to make sure that this does not happen in future cases, we need to rework all our policies and put in a code of ethics that applies to every store throughout every location that we have. Now, this code of ethic has to be simple, but this does not mean it's not effective. And in order for this to work, we would have to have a thorough plan, but no need to worry because I already thought through how we can do this. Now, you may or may not be familiar with how Starbucks runs their business. So, every now and then, Starbucks does training for their employees so that yearly the way that employees work in the business is the most efficient way. So what we can do is that we can do some employee training yearly so that every year we make sure that our employees know what the policies are and always treat every customer equally, and we don't overprice, and we build even more trust with the customer. Now you may be thinking this could cost a lot of money. Yes, it could, because training, of course, it takes time and it takes money. However, in the short run, it might seem expensive. However, in the long run, we can see that as we build that trust with the customer and we build a reputation, then through word of mouth, through promotion, our business can expand larger than it is right now. Thus, we would gain more profit because we would have a larger customer base if our reputation increases, and the already loyal customers will continue to come back because they have a business that they can trust, and a business that they know that they will always receive the best. Additionally, this may seem like it would take a lot of time. However, our 30 locations in 4 states should be easy to manage if we divide up into different training sessions between states. And based on state regulations, we can tweak our code of ethics so that it fits the area that we're in. So the employee's role in meeting organizational goals is to always listen to their managers. Not that the manager has to be like a grand authority, but there has to be a sense of collaboration within the workplace so that the employees understand that we have these policies in place so that the customer receives the best, because it always has to be about the customer. Without the customer, a business wouldn't be successful. Now, quality management we can is imperative as well. So we can also do training towards managers so that they understand that these policies were put in place so that they have to enforce it. Therefore, the employees would implement it, and then the customer receives. And finally, it is imperative to continue the improvement of our quality process because change is inevitable. There's always going to be businesses trying to compete with us. So it is imperative that we always stay at the top of our game. So if we focus on the little details such as business ethics, then our business will be successful in the long run. Thank you for your time. And this is all that I have for you. Signing off. All right, Mr. C. Sorry, I went over time. There was a bunch of kids trick or treating at this time, so I had to go back and forth. I had to go out like this, so yeah, had to stay up a little bit late too because obviously, as soon as I sat down, people would just come, and yeah, I was gonna add bloopers, but I guess this is a continuous blooper. So, well, that's all that I have for you, and I'm guessing Marlon is next. All right.